I have been obsessed with Trump derangement syndrome because I find it very fascinating. How did this start? And I've been talking to my friend about how I'm going to do research on this. And honestly, there's not much to find unless you listen to this. Okay, so Charles Krauthammer, I probably said that wrong, I apologize, was the one who coined the term. But did you know that he also coined Bush derangement syndrome in 2003 when George Bush was president? Obviously, if you didn't know that he was president, then like, what are you doing? I find it amazing the meltdowns of people right now, because they're saying, oh, look what he's doing to the eggs, and look what he's doing to the gas. And so none of you were paying attention the past 4 years. All of you were just living in this little bubble that everything was fine with Biden. And now all of you are snitching like crazy, like Linda Lee. Very sweet woman. I've never met her, but I've been looking at her interviews, and she seems very sweet. But how do I say this kindly? When she knew that she was being lied to and that she was going to be losing her job, now she's snitching, which is good, you know? Sometimes snitches don't get stitches. Sometimes snitches get money and they get paid, you know what I'm saying? But, is it Linda Lee? Did I say that? But, yeah, I find it fascinating how everyone's blaming everything on Trump, and I'm like, what has been happening for the past 4 years? Who's been in charge for the past 4 years? Another thing, so I'm not going to say his name for the sake of his privacy because he's still alive. A guy started off being a professional gambler at 16 years old. And he made a wrong bet one day and he lost everything. But in 2020, when Trump said they're going to rig this election, he placed a bet on him, and he encouraged the outrage of people, and he won the bet. I mean, he's doing fine now, but like you can't knock the hustle. But yeah, I find it very odd that people are just looking for. This is something I've been wanting to say out loud. I find it odd that people somehow hate each other more now that Trump has won, which I find oddly fascinating. You hate me more because Biden and Harris sucked. I think there's more division. And I think that it's a lot about the blacks and the Jews. And I'm going to delve deeper into this. I'm a bit of a rush. And I also want to say freaking blackout, whatever, don't shop at Target, don't shop at Walmart was stupid. You're acting like without DEI, oh, what will black people do without DEI? What will Spanish people do without DEI? I've always had a job. Like, you know who benefited most from DEI? White women. So you failed. Or white trans. So you failed. And then all of these stores that are closing every other day because we have people who don't want to work or can't get hired because you don't meet the DEI standards. Which also, if this Emilia Perez movie wins, I'm going to punch a wall. Because it checks off all the boxes. You got black people, you got Spanish people, you got a trans. The Oscars are such a joke, and it's so pathetic, and it's extremely sad. Because I want to watch the Oscars, but I guess I'll just take a nap, you know? And also it's hurting businesses more. I went to a local restaurant today, and God, I had such a miserable time. I was so angry, and it was a family gathering, which I should be excited to be around my family. We very rarely see each other, even though we live like right next to each other. But I was so pissed off because I'm like, this food is so shit poor. I got a margarita, and I'm like, this is the worst margarita I've ever had in my life. And it's like, but you want us to support local? And then the service was so slow, and it was awful. And I'm like, I'd rather have gone to Olive Garden. Frankly, you want me to support local? Then do your job correctly. Provide high quality food, provide fantastic, unforgettable service. If not, I'm just gonna go to Olive Garden. That's it. Bye.